The most important thing about any pre-race workout is you want to do the one that's going to give you confidence going into race day. Catch my breath, meet you back at the house, and we'll talk more. Today, I'll be discussing the best 5K workout that you should be doing before your 5K race. I'll be breaking down a 3x1K breakdown and announcing the winner of the Polar Vantage M watch giveaway. What's poppin'? Jordan Thomas, and I just wrapped up my fall 5K racing season. It ended just the way that I could have wanted. I was able to drop down to 18 minutes and 30 seconds in the 5K. And so I wanted to come back and share with you a really cool pre-race workout that I found a lot of success throughout the season doing. And I know there's some of you that are getting into 5Ks and looking for workouts like this, or maybe there's a few of you out there that are also getting ready for some turkey trots. There are 3 crucial parts to any race week type of 5K, and they include: 1, you want to be able to go in with a tight routine. 2, you want to be able to establish a rhythm. And 3, you want to show up to your race feeling nicely recovered. So let's jump right in from there. When it comes to routine, I also think about it, not just from the context of the workout, but how do I go in terms of the mindset of the workout. So for me, one of the things that had been my Achilles heel for a lot of this season was make sure I got a proper warm-up in. So for me, that includes activations. This is gonna get my glutes activated, it's gonna get my hips opened up, and so now I'm ready to run at all. I do this even before I do a warm-up. Next comes a gentle jog. I believe in walking a little bit. I believe in shuffling a little bit. I just don't launch right into my warm-up pace. And so for that 20 to 22 minutes, I'm just running by feel, honestly. And by the end, as long as I feel better than I started in the beginning, that's a win for me. And it's also a time for me to address any type of like nagging tightness, or if I'm dealing with an injury or something like that. Next comes the drills. Drills for me are always a lot of fun because it takes me back to high school, but more importantly, it's a good opportunity to just work on your fundamentals and your mechanics, and one more check-in to see how your body is feeling. From there, I flow right over into a handful of strides, a little bit faster than 10K, a little bit faster than 5K, a little bit faster than a mile, and that's my kind of like my final check to see if there's any other stretches and things like that that I need to do. From there, I jump right into the workouts. Other thing that I think about when it comes to this is rhythm. At my best, I race like I train, and I train to run my best. And so where I'm looking to feel smooth through these, maybe I use a little bit of aggression. Ultimately, it's just about a feeling. Listen, pacing information is important, and heart rate data is certainly helpful. But if the pace that's prescribed for me for that day, I'm just not hitting it, then it's just not my day. I'd rather back off on the pace, back off on the volume, so that I'm in the best position possible to just go in feeling what? Number 3, recovered. Showing up in the line feeling trashed ain't popping. I'd much rather say that I would have liked to have done some additional training earlier on than show up feeling kind of slow and lethargic. Ultimately, what it boils down to is this: you're not going to get faster in the week leading up to a race, but you can definitely make yourself slower by doing things that you shouldn't be doing. And so in regard to this particular workout, it meant that instead of taking maybe like a 2-minute rest or something like that, if I was like actively working out, it meant like a lap jog. I want to feel good going into each rep. The other thing that I would say when you consider recovery is not only taking easier days throughout the week, but maybe you got to take a day off or so. Like, that's totally cool. And then when it comes down to the workout itself, if you've got to pull some volume out to make sure that you can complete the overall day and leave with a sense of confidence, then do that. Like, nothing is worse to me than having a bad workout the week of a race. Like, that is demoralizing. Like, it's in your head, you're trying to figure out how to shake it off and things like that. When I think about it like basketball, it's like leaving on a miss. Like, don't do that. Like, do whatever you have to do to walk away from the race, from the workout feeling confident, so that way you go into the race ready to rock and roll, and only thing you're thinking about is how do I go off. So 2 quick updates. One that I wanted to say, a major shout out to everybody that watched This Is Not a Sprint Marathon Training with Good Vibes Track Club. I had so much fun filming it. It really went from filming this cool crew of people that I've got to meet here in LA to it then becoming me filming my crew, and it being about, you know, just wanting to just highlight a team that's really holding it down in the running community. It's so good to see so many like black and brown faces just having a good time with running. I mean, I think there's certainly a lot of challenges that are out there when it comes to running, but you just want to see some people that's just out there just performing and having a good time. And so that's what I get from them. And so be on the lookout for more for them in 2020. And last and certainly not least, I'd like to announce the Polar Vantage M watch giveaway winner. So without further ado, winner is Ozzy Ortiz. So while the selection was certainly random, it certainly helped to not have to pay for shipping, and I was glad to put it in Ozzy's hands. It's really important to me that if a sponsor reaches out to me and asks me to do a review, one, I want to believe in the product and see how it can be useful to you. And then two, if they're giving me one, I want to get you one too. I'm very fortunate that when it comes to most things, when it comes to running, I can just go buy it for myself. But if I'm going to take something from some sponsor, then I want to be able to give you one too. That's just the way I'm made. So I look forward to seeing you soon. If I don't see you before Thanksgiving, I want you to have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next time. Jordan Thomas, peace.